Exactly 50 years ago, American director Sidney Lumet made his debut in cinema, directing a courtroom drama titled 12 Angry Men. At that time, Lumet was 33 years old, which is the average age for any aspiring director. Typically, Lumet's debut received several nominations at national awards such as the Golden Globe and the Oscar, but he didn't win any of them. The year 1958, the year of both award ceremonies, turned out to be unsuccessful for Lumet in terms of awards. Nevertheless, he continued to captivate audiences with this enduring debut, which became a shining example for films centered around legal themes. Lumet began working on 12 Angry Men with fellow newcomers, except for cinematographer Boris Kaufman, who had some experience in filmmaking, having worked on a film featuring Marlon Brando, on the Waterfront. Screenwriter Reginald Rose was a crucial element in the success of Lumet's debut. He crafted a witty script based on a simple courtroom story about a young man accused of killing his father. The jury must render their verdict, either guilty, resulting in a death sentence, or not guilty, leading to his release from the courtroom. To create a 90-minute film with no action, no excitement, no philosophical quotes, and not even the actual crime itself is quite an achievement. By not showing the murder or the victim, the director seemingly deprived us of information, portraying these 12 men arguing and discussing well-known facts while we merely observe. Friends, the brilliance lies in Lumet freeing us from contemplations and logical deductions. Instead, he presented us with a new narrative style, elevating the conversational genre to an almost unreachable level. After all, upon closer examination of each character, we realize we haven't really learned anything about them, not to mention they don't even know each other's names. But what we did witness were their perspectives, principles, convictions, prejudices, worldviews, logic, and, at the same time, their humanity, honesty, respect, and analytical thinking. By the 30-minute mark, one almost wishes for the "not guilty" votes to increase, yet the director masterfully and skillfully orchestrates everything, avoiding sentimentality and grandiosity. This is why I unequivocally give it my highest praise. The action of the film takes place in a courtroom. The case concerns the murder of a father by an 18-year-old boy. Two witnesses strongly and almost entirely convince the jurors of his guilt, all evidence points to him, the defense is helpless, and the case seems airtight. The only alibi for the boy is laughable. By law, he faces the death penalty, but its final approval depends on the jurors. If all 12 individuals reach a unanimous decision and send the boy to the electric chair, so be it. 11 of them say, guilty, condemning the young boy to certain death. Only one, Henry Fonda, believes him innocent. Will he stand his ground, persuade the 11 angry men of the defendant's innocence, or will he give in? That's the main intrigue of the film. For nearly an hour and a half, we listen to masterfully crafted dialogues. Each of the 12 jurors has their own character, viewpoint, arguments, and opinion. None of them resemble each other. That's the crux of it. One is a laborer, another a watchmaker, the third a salesman, the fourth a broker, the fifth an elderly man, the sixth an architect, the seventh a salesman, the eighth a teacher, the ninth an office worker, the 10th a builder, the 11th a social worker, and the 12th a mere executioner. The entire process of persuasion is portrayed masterfully by Sidney Lumet. A stuffy room, 12 individuals, sweaty shirts, heated heads. No one wants to waste time on what seems to be a clear and uninteresting case. Everyone has their own matters. During the voting, 11 men don't even hesitate when casting their votes for the verdict, guilty. One, however, finds inconsistencies that bother him. He's not even sure the boy is innocent, he's just doubtful. But is there doubt? For giving a final death sentence, doubt is too much. So, let's talk, discuss, and only then decide on the ultimate verdict. From this moment on, strangely enough, the viewer becomes the 13th juror. Not a single detail escapes their attention. They can easily follow the actors and each character individually, thanks to the excellent work of the cinematographer. By turning the viewer into a juror, the film becomes incredibly engaging to watch. The viewer directly participates in the action, ponders along with the characters, draws their own conclusions. Throughout the film, they witness how skillful the process of persuasion is, and in the end, they simply tip their hat to the creators and say, bravo. The way he's ultimately persuaded is done so skillfully. 12 Angry Men is a chamber setting, a rarity that was nominated for several Oscars. It boasts an excellent screenplay, superb actors, an intriguing plot, and much more.